Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Ragudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Friday, September 12th, 2025. Well, you don't need me to tell you that we've had some pretty fraught days recently, but the energy today is a little smoother, or certainly we can hope so anyway. The sun today is at 20 degrees of practical and hyper-organized, generally serviceful Earth sign of Virgo, and today the sun at 20 degrees of Virgo makes a harmonious 60-degree sextile to Jupiter, the planet of good fortune and expansion, at 20 degrees of ultra-sensitive water sign Cancer, and that's a good thing. That is nice and steady, kind of big picture optimistic energy. Sometimes Sun-Jupiter aspects can blow things out of proportion, but this looks very nice, and so we can hope that some of the tough energy recently is smoothed out a little bit today. Now, the moon begins the day in the latter degrees of another Earth sign, which is steady as she goes, Earth sign of Taurus. So I'm wearing green to symbolize both sun and moon in Taurus in the early part of the day. And when the sun and moon are both in Earth signs, it's a good time to get things done on a practical level. So first part of the day up until the mid part of the afternoon at least is all about just taking care of business. Now, the moon, as it's exiting Taurus, makes a harmonious 60-degree sextile to Saturn, the planet of discipline and structure, at 29 degrees of Pisces. So the moon at 29 of Taurus makes a harmonious angle at 1:14 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 4:14 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 9:14 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. That's another good aspect for taking care of business. Then the moon, less than an hour later, moves into the Let's Communicate and Socialize air sign of Gemini. That occurs at exactly 2:38 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 5:38 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 10:38 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Blue velvet here to symbolize the air sign of Gemini. The pace tends to pick up when the moon is in an air sign. And in fact, the ruling planet of Gemini is Mercury, the planet of communication. And today, well, early tomorrow, he's going to conjoin the sun. So today is at 19, moving to 20 degrees of Virgo, and it's making another harmonious sextile to Jupiter. So this is good, nice, optimistic, think big kind of energy. 2:53 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time is when it's exact. 5:53 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 10:53 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. As the moon moves into Gemini, of course, it conjoins all these planets which are in very early signs. It makes another harmonious sextile to Neptune, the planet of dreams and visions, creativity and spirituality, which is retrograde at 1 degree of Aries. And so that's a nice kind of relaxing sort of energy. And of course, it's Friday in the weekend. 4:23 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 7:23 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 12:23 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Then the only fly in the ointment is the moon conjoins Uranus, the planet of sudden change and often chaos. So if you're on the road, be careful about your driving. Accidents could occur under this. Just heighten your awareness. That's the best way to handle moon conjoining Uranus. 5:03 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 8:03 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 1:03 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And finally, once you get through that, the moon makes a harmonious flowing trine to Pluto, the lord of concentrated power. This is good for research and for self-empowerment. This is a good note to end on. 5:17 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 8:17 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 1:17 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. A little passion in there possibly as well. So it's generally a nicer day than we've had recently. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Ragudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can book it on my website, starpresence.net. I got some openings right now. So remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day, no matter what.